Learn how to prepare potato omelette or Spanish omelette. In our recipe, you will find all the details on how to make it to your liking, more or less curdled, with onion or without onion. It will look just the way you want it. If there is a dish that makes everyone agree when choosing it as the most representative of Spanish gastronomy, but at the same time generates more disagreement about the ingredients or the point that should be given, that is without a doubt the tortilla de potatoes or Spanish tortilla, as the surname has rightly earned. Present in homes at many dinners or meetings, at the picnic in the middle of the countryside, at breakfast at the bar or in the takeaway sandwich. The truth is that more than arguing, we should praise the versatility of the tortilla, because with a few with simple and inexpensive ingredients, potatoes, egg and oil, you can cook a delicacy of which it can be said that there are as many versions as there are families. In short, we can cook our emblematic dish exactly to our liking and we should feel proud of it. And this is where we come in, because it is our turn to teach you how to make the potato omelette so that it comes out the way you want it. Needless to mention, the sensitive points when preparing it are whether to add onion to make a potato omelette with onion, whether not to add it, or whether to curdle the omelette a lot or a little. To those we must add whether we want it golden or blonde or what proportion of potato and egg we need to get the perfect interior. In this recipe we tell you everything. Recipe information. Preparation time, 10 minutes. Cooking time, 45 minutes. Total time, 1 hour. Servings, 4. Category, main course. Type of cuisine, Spanish. Calories per serving, kcal, 438. Ingredients for the potato or Spanish omelette for 4 people. 700 grams of potatoes to fry. 1 large onion, optional. 500 milliliters mild olive oil for frying. 6 large free-range eggs, 8 if medium. 1 teaspoon salt. How to make potato or Spanish omelette. We start with the potatoes. It is best that they are of a special variety for frying. We will need approximately 700 grams, which when peeled will be close to 600 grams depending on our skill with the peeler. Once peeled, we rinse them and proceed to cut them. Our proposal is to cut them into thin slices about 3 mm thick. It can be done with a knife or much faster with a mandolin. Some people prefer to cut it with irregular cuts or in squares, but these shapes take longer to make. We continue with the onion, one of the ingredients of discord. This point is easy: if you like it, put it on, and if you don't, then no. We will take 1 large onion for these quantities and peel it and cut it into fine julienne strips. It is better to julienne it than to cut it into small squares because this way we would run the risk of it burning before the potato is cooked. Once we have cut the potatoes and onion, we heat the oil over high heat. The quantity should be enough to cover the potatoes evenly, which with the quantities in the recipe are about 500 milliliters. When the oil is very hot, but not smoking, we begin to add the potatoes little by little and at the end the onion. When we finish adding everything, we continue cooking over high heat, stirring frequently so that the potatoes at the bottom do not burn, and when the temperature returns to normal, that is, when the oil bubbles again, we lower the heat to medium-low, as we do not need a frying like for French fries, but in this case we want the potatoes to be rather jammed. We will let them cook for 20 to 30 minutes, until we see that they begin to brown easily. Every so often, we will move the potatoes so that the bottom ones do not burn. It is normal that as you turn them, the potatoes break down. As soon as we see that the potatoes are already cooked, we take a large colander, preferably stainless steel, and put it in a bowl. We take the potatoes out of the oil and put them in the colander to remove the excess oil. While the potatoes drain, we take care of the eggs. Although the quality of all the ingredients is important, that of the eggs is even more so. As far as possible, we will choose free-range eggs, with a lot of flavor. The ideal proportion of potato and egg is 1 large egg per 100 grams of peeled potato, so we need 6 units. If they were medium, we could go up to 8. With these quantities, the interior is very juicy, even when it is curdled. Crack the eggs into a bowl and beat them, trying not to introduce too much air. Once the eggs have been beaten, salt them with 1 teaspoon of salt, not too full, and gradually add the drained potatoes. Now we beat again a little to integrate well. There are those who mash the potato with the egg using a whisk, especially when it is fried in small squares. We let it rest for about 10 minutes so that the flavors integrate. We will see how the mixture thickens. Now the time has come to set the omelette. We take a medium frying pan of about 24 centimeters so that it is thick, or 26 centimeters for a thinner omelette. We grease the pan with a little oil. We can reuse the oil for frying the potatoes. We put it over medium heat, and, when it is very hot, but not smoking, we add the potatoes with the egg. We let the tortilla set over medium heat so that it turns golden brown, or over medium-low heat so that it turns out browner. Then we will proceed to turn it over using a plate when the time we want has passed. With 1 minute it will be completely liquid inside like betanzos, with 2 minutes it will be very juicy, 3 minutes for the point. We can reach 4 or 5 minutes if we like the tortilla very firm. In the latter case, we would lower the heat more so that it does not burn. We grease the pan again, heat it, slide the tortilla and set it on the other side, leaving, in this case, a little less time than indicated for the first side. When we have the potato omelette ready, we serve it on the plate and let it rest for a few minutes before sinking our teeth into it, since the omelette is best enjoyed when it has lost a little temperature or when it is lukewarm. Easy preparation summary. Peel and cut the potatoes into slices or squares. Peel and cut the onion into julienne strips. Heat the oil and add the potatoes with the onion. Fry the potatoes over medium-low heat until they start to turn golden. Drain the potatoes in a colander. Beat the eggs and season with salt. Mix the potatoes with the eggs and let them rest for 10 minutes. Curl the tortilla in a pan greased with oil. Turn the tortilla over and finish curdling to taste. Let it rest for a few minutes.